Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back to this channel, Info News TV, where we bring you nothing but the truth and just the truth. Recently, people have started rushing back to the bank again as CBN make another shocking announcement for Nigerians. Of course, you know that recently Nigerians just came out from a very shocking situation that has, rendered the economy without any repair. Of course, you know that Nigerian economy is still suffering from central bank's order that was issued before the election, and now another order is coming. Before I will give you the detail of what is currently going on with the CBN and their order, kindly subscribe to this channel because we love you, because without you there will be no us, and also hit the like button, share this news to everyone, and remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first to collect it. Thank you for being part of us. All right, let's go into the news proper. Like I was telling you recently, because of CBN's money policy announcement, the Nigerian economy was plunged into the pit. And as it stands now, it looks as if the economy is coming out and another news has resurfaced again. Of course, you remembered what happened, that after the CBN reprinted the Naira, or redesigned the Naira, the 200, the 500, and the 1,000 Naira note, they gave an ultimatum that everybody who has the old Naira note should return it to the bank within 31 days. And where do you think that such a thing happens? Even in London, of course, you know that Londonians, now that Queen Elizabeth is dead and Prince Charles has taken over, all London currency must be changed to Prince Charles' head. Nigerians are using dead people head, while Britain uses a living person's head, and they don't use many people's head. It's only the head of the prince or the queen. And as Britain is changing their currency, if you go to UK now, you will find out that the currency that has the head of Elizabeth is still in circulation, and they will exercise patience until that currency moves out gradually from the economy. But immediately MFLA and the PMB, the executive arm of the government, the presidency, redesigned the Naira. They gave an ultimatum that the Naira be returned to the central bank within 31 days. And I was wondering, what was the rush all about? Why were they rushing? They said because some corrupt politicians had hidden some money in their coffers and also in their house, and they decided that all this money be returned to the central bank in order for them to recover all the money, or also for the Nigerian money to come back into circulation. But during this particular time, Nigerians experienced a lot of problem because there was no money in the circulation of the. A lot of Nigerians suffered a lot because there was no currency. You can have your money in the bank as of that time, but for you to spend the money was very hard, and some people were paying to be able to buy money from the Nigerian market. Some people who are into POS were going into the market. When they purchase from the market sellers, they will now resell to other Nigerians who don't have the time to go into the market in search of money. And it was a very bad time for Nigerians. It was a very bad time for the citizens of Nigerians and everyone that was doing business in Nigeria. And because of that, there was a skyrocketing of prices of things in Nigeria. Now, let me bring to you the current announcement of CBN that is still going to affect many people if you do not play according to the rules of the CBN. Of course, if you do not play according to this rule, CBN will surely block your account. Let me bring you the news so that you hear the news proper. Like I said, massive rush to banks as CBN makes new announcement. Recently, banks in Nigeria have reportedly experienced a surge in new bank verification number BVN registration following the announcement by the Central Bank of Nigeria that will close bank account not linked to BVN. So the current information that is coming now is that if your bank account is not registered with BVN, kindly rush to the bank, because the CBN has given an ultimatum that any bank account that is not registered with BVN will be closed immediately without mercy. So don't think that your case will be different if your account does not have a BVN. And I don't even know why somebody at this time will not have a BVN in their bank account, except you are planning something else. But if it is as it stands now, anybody in Nigeria should have a BVN. This one is coming again. IPOB demands immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi over tuberculosis outbreak in DSS detention facility in Abuja. The indigenous people of Biafra has demanded the immediate release of its detained leader Nnamdi, saying a tuberculosis outbreak has hit the detention facility of the Department of the State Service in Abuja, where Kanu is being detained. Kanu has raised an alarm over the tuberculosis outbreak in the detention facility, and that a detainee diagnosed with tuberculosis was moved to his cell. Block amid in deteriorating health condition without proper medical attention. On Thursday, IPOB, in a statement by its media and publicity secretary, Emma Powerful, alleged that the DSS has deliberately detained the tuberculosis-infected person in close proximity to Kanu's cell to infect the IPOB leader with the disease. Any harm on him will spell doom for Nigerians and everything that represents Nigeria, both home and abroad, IPOB warns. IPOB said detained tuberculosis patients had infected many detainees in the DSS detention facility, and that the spread of the disease was fast because the facility has no access to sunlight and lacks proper ventilation. With information available to us, many inmates have already been infected by the virus, and the DSS agents are not providing medication to infected persons. If urgent measures are not taken to avert the situation, there will be a tuberculosis pandemic in Abuja DSS detention facility. We are calling on the Red Cross Society and World Health Organization to visit Abuja DSS facility and give independent and unbiased report to the situation and recommendation for treatment. DSS and the Nigerian government must know that if anything untoward happens to Nnamdi, they will see what IPOB is capable of doing in this country, it said. The secessionist group called on the World Health Organization and other health organizations, Red Cross Society, and Amnesty International Nigeria to prevail on the government to release Kanu as ordered by the appeal court. We shall no longer appeal to any organization should any untoward happen to our leader while being detained illegally in DSS solitary confinement. Those who make a peaceful approach impossible make violent resistance an option, it says. My people, thank you for listening to this wonderful news and also to this wonderful channel. Now, where will they bring you all the news as they hot? You see, as it happen, IPOB has come out to warn the Nigerian government that if anything should happen to their leader, Mazi Nnamdi, who is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, that hell is going to reign on earth. And I don't think that anybody wants such a situation. I think this is the first time that IPOB hardly makes such statement, and I think that this has touched their bone. Of course, you know that about 5 policemen were sent to judgment in Imo State the other day, and some people were accusing the indigenous people of Biafra, and they came out publicly to distance themselves from such a heinous act. They say that such act should not be attributed to the indigenous people of Biafra. But I am surprised to hear what is going on now because they say that if anything happens to their leader, that Nigerian government, both in Nigeria and in abroad, we hear from them that those who resist peace are also calling for violence. And I think they are saying that because they have been angered, and also their anger has been kindled because their leader is in very tight condition. Let me wind the curtain here. If this is the first time you are joining us on this channel, please hit the subscription button, the like button, share button, and also remember to on your notification button so that